Welcome to Old Man Sports Talk. I'm your host, Old Man Nate, and tonight's show is a preview of the NBA Conference Finals. In the East, we have the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat, and in the West, we have the Los Angeles Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. We'll go ahead and start with the West since they played game one already. Denver won the game and really jumped out to an early lead and was up by 21 in the third quarter before the Lakers made a challenging or a great comeback, and they fell a little short. They got as close as 3 points, and down the stretch just couldn't get it done. So I'll tell you, last night's game started off exactly how I thought it would go. I really thought that Denver really just was, they had too many weapons. Okay, the Lakers don't match up well with Denver. Okay, one for one, they're not there, so they've got to counter and try and you know be very aggressive on defense and to try and slow Jokic down and try and slow the others down because this here's the thing that's Denver. Jokic is Jokic is a bad dude offensively. He not only shoots the ball well from under, of course he's 7 foot tall, so he's going to shoot the ball well from underneath the rim. He can step out and shoot mid range jumpers. He can step out and shoot 3 pointers, and him being out like that with Anthony Davis guarding him leaves the goal. And there's no rim protector at the goal, so it leaves more opportunities for guys to cut, for guys to drive, and then drive and dish for a 3 pointer, everything. And Jamal Murray is when there's no rim protector there, it's just wide open layups for him. So and jump shots. He's taking screens. Jokic setting screens for him. He's taking a handoff for a screen for a jump shot. Really, their offense in the first half was unstoppable. I think they scored 72 points in the first half. The Lakers did a lot better job. They switched. Anthony Davis guarded someone else, and they brought in Yamachimura. I'm probably not messing that name up, but the kid from Gonzaga. They brought him in to guard Jokic, and he's not as tall as Jokic, but he's more physical than Anthony Davis is. And so I'm not saying that gives Jokic problems, but it just messes with him mentally, I think. And one of the things, probably honestly, the best part of Jokic's game is his passing. He sees cutters extremely well, like a point guard. So that is going to be Jokic is going to be the difference in the game. I think Anthony Davis had 40 points last night. Jokic got him a triple double. Anthony Davis got, I don't know if he got triple double, but he got a double double. So both of them are not going to stop each other. However, there's going to be other people that are going to make the difference, and Jokic can see the ball or see the passing lanes really well, and I think that's going to be the difference. Um, Austin Reeves did a great job last night. LeBron James had 30 points, I think, also, or 27 or something. He did good, but down the stretch he was not good at all. He drove down the lane once, and here was the thing: I had a viewer was talking to them today, and they were spot on, man. Denver got in foul trouble. Yeah, Jokic, Murray, and one other player with 5 fouls, and it's late in the fourth quarter, and LeBron James drives down the lane, and all three of those guys are right there in the lane, and he shied away from contact. He pulled up, shot a jumper, and missed it, and Denver got the rebound. Go into those guys. Maybe you get a call, and maybe you get one of them out the game. Maybe you make the shot and you're going to the free throw line to tie it up. But he didn't do that. And then after Austin Reeves twice cut the lead from 6 to 3 with 3 pointers, they get the ball again, another chance, with like 40 seconds to go in the game, and LeBron James pulls up for a three, and he missed it. And so um, I think he was tired, and it was in Denver, right? The game's in Denver. That high altitude is going to get to you. I think that was what you don't when you're tired, you don't think as well mentally, and I don't think his intentions were to do those two things. I just think he was tired, and he pulled up for the easier shots, and he wasn't thinking. So, um, but I give the Lakers credit. They did fight hard and came back. It looked like they were beat, but they didn't. They didn't quit. They came back. Just didn't quite pull it off. Do I think they have enough to win the series? Honestly, I don't. I think they gave everything they had last night. Now, if the game was in LA without that high altitude, they may have been able to finish the job. But in Denver, you can't get down 21 and have to give everything you got to fight back into it. It's just not. You're not going to be able to do it. In 4 games, if they go 7, 4 of them are going to be in Denver. So I don't think they have enough. I don't think they're deep enough. They've got a great team. They did a great job at the trade deadline, picked up the key pieces they needed to make this great run. But I believe it's going to come to an end against the Denver Nuggets. And I'm actually picking Denver in 5. That's right, in 5. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, Denver has not lost a postseason game yet at home. And they've only lost 2 postseason games in 2 series. They lost twice to Phoenix, and they was able to win at Phoenix too. They closed it out in Phoenix. So, um, no, I think it don't matter. Anyways, I think they're going to win the game 2. They're going to go back to LA, lose game 3, win game 4, and then come back and close it out in game 5 in Denver. So I'm picking Denver in 5. They're just too deep. They're too there's not a Lakers cannot match with them 1-for-1. Caldwell Pope had a great game last night. Porter, the 6'10" jump shooter, great game. Murray, we know what he can do. Jokic, we know what he can do. Chris Brown had 13 in the second quarter. Christian Brown, the kid from Kansas, he's a he come in and gives you what you need to get done, and so I think they're too deep. I'm sorry, the Lakers don't have enough scores. They got LeBron, they got AD. Those two are going to get theirs. Austin Reeves has been playing great this offseason. He's probably going to continue to do that, but that's it for them. That's going to be it. Schroeder is not going to come in and give you 15 points every night. He's our defensive specialist. He's getting wore out on the defensive end, and he's giving everything he got because he's undersized. It don't matter who they put him on. He's undersized. Caldwell Pope's the only one he can probably match up height wise. But he got to guard one of the best ones, which is Jamal Murray or Porter. So he's not going to come in and give you 15 points. If he's doing that, he's not doing his job on defense. So I'm picking Denver in 5. Before we get to the Eastern Conference Finals, if you haven't at this time, why don't you go ahead and go on over to oldmancoffee.shop and get you some coffee. Again, we have 47 flavors. We have K-Cups. You can also get you some shirts over there. In fact, I just picked up. I haven't put them in the store yet. I'll do that. We got done these shows, but I just picked up some more shirts. We got tumblers too. We don't have hats yet, but if you guys reach out to me, I will do my best to get you some hats. Okay, so go to oldmancoffee.shop, get you a tumbler, get you a T-shirt, and get you some coffee. And we are still running a special right now. If you buy 2 T-shirts, 2 tumblers, or one t-shirt and one tumbler, you'll get the 12-ounce bag of coffee for free. All right. So in the Eastern Conference Finals, we got the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. And I got to tell you, on paper, this looks like it's an easy matchup for Boston. But here's the thing: Boston has not played well the whole postseason. They they have been able to when they had no choice to come out and play great basketball. But when their backs against the wall, they play great basketball. But for two series, they have not played Boston basketball, and that worries me. The Miami Heat, unbelievable story, had to play in the play-in game to make it into the playoffs, and then they beat the number one seed Milwaukee Bucks in the first round, and then just beat who did they beat? Sorry about my dog barking. He's making me lose my chain of thought. But anyway, Miami just won the second round. So I'm not sure. Again, I can't think of right now who they beat, but they're playing Boston, and they're playing really well. So, um, you know, you know, I I don't know. Sorry, but my the Miami Heat um, are playing really well. Jimmy Butler, when he gets to rolling, he's unstoppable. He may be the when he's on his game, he may be the best player in the league. I'm not saying a lot. There's some, you know, Embiid won MVP this year. Jokic right now is playing like he's looking like he should have been an MVP because he's consistent night in, night out. Butler doesn't get those triple doubles like Jokic does night in, night out. But when it's time to win a game, put it on Butler's back, and Butler's got it. So I'm I'm really torn on this one. I would love to pick Boston because, like I said, I think they're the best team in the East. But the way that Miami is playing makes it very hard to pick Boston. And you just can't ever count out Jimmy Butler. And I don't know what the scores right now, but when I was looking a while ago, it was in the third quarter and Miami was up. Boston's just not playing, and they're at Boston, right? So I tell you what, because Boston has not played like Boston, I'm going to go ahead and pick Miami. And I'm going to pick them in 7. Okay, Boston just came off a tough 7-game series against Philadelphia, and in Game 7 they played like they should have been playing all playoffs. And if it comes down to Game 7 against Miami, they may do the same thing. And by the way, they had to win the last two in a row because the last two games because they was down 3-2 to Philadelphia, and they did what they had to do. So it's not like they can't do that. If Miami gets up on top 3-2, it's not like 3-2. That means you're probably going. That means you're going to Miami for Game 6. That doesn't mean Boston can't win that game. It doesn't mean Boston can't come back home and win that game. But I do think that's going to be a little more challenging for them, so just the way that Miami's playing. So I'm going to pick Miami in 7 games. And again, out of the West, I'm picking Denver in 5. Okay? So I hope you like my show. If you do, please take the time to like, subscribe, and leave some comments. Tell me exactly who you think is going to win the conference finals and play in the NBA finals. Okay? Also, go to oldmancoffee.shop and check out and support Old Man Nate with buying some t-shirts, some tumblers, and some coffee. Okay? Show you support and you love the shows. We really appreciate that. All right? So Again, thank you for watching. Take the time out, take 5 seconds out to go like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and then take another couple of minutes to order something. We really appreciate that. Okay. All right. We'll see you next show. Goodbye.